Okay, so I'm going in and I'm working with facial nucleus, which controls cranial nerve number 7, which is facial nerve. And Megan, if you will just imagine salivating underneath your tongue, feeling that saliva come in. Imagine eating a big old juicy bowl of Georgia peaches.
Yeah.
Feels good? And what happens when she's doing that is I feel the nuclei in her brain actually light up and tell the nerves to activate. And then I stay with that until I feel the changes going on. Yep, I feel the changes going on in her brainstem. Okay, and now we're going to be moving to the inferior salivatory nucleus, and that helps control as part of the control for the glossopharyngeal nerve, which is cranial nerve number 9. And what I want you to do is imagine salivating and the saliva's coming from your cheeks. Okay, and those glands are called the parotid glands. Okay, now I'm going to work with nucleus ambiguus. It has fibers that go out to the glossopharyngeal nerve and also to the vagus nerve. And let's see here. Megan, what I want you to do is swallow and move your larynx, so la 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 la. La 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 la.
I definitely have spit in my mouth enough to swallow, which is good for laying down.
Okay. And swallow. And I can feel those changes going on in the nuclei. Wow, that's so cool. I really feel a lot of activation and change going on the left side. Really lighting up. Okay, now I'm going to work with the solitarius nucleus. I'm going to be working with the cephalic and caudal parts of the nucleus. All right, there we go. So with the cephalic, it's going to control part of your facial nerve, part of your facial nerve, part of your glossopharyngeal nerve, and also part of your vagus nerve. Imagine tasting something sweet on the front 2/3 of your tongue, right there. This time a little bit more, the right side is lighting up more than the left, making changes. Keep tasting something sweet right on the front of your tongue. That sense of taste, that is coming off your facial nerve. Okay, now let's switch to the back third of your tongue. Taste something kind of bitter, and that is more glossopharyngeal. Cranial nerve number 9 does taste on the posterior third of the tongue. I'm feeling more activity this time than I did with the last visit. Now, imagine tasting something really bitter going down the back of your throat. That's vagus nerve, cranial nerve number 10. And again, that's working more with the cephalic part of the solitarius tract. Right there. What I want you to do is wiggle your tongue around a little bit. That's cranial nerve number 12. That's the hypoglossal nerve, and that controls tongue muscles. So Megan, wiggle your tongue. Oh wow, it's lighting up. So the hypoglossal nerve is controlled by the hypoglossal nucleus. Again, that's cranial nerve number 12. Your tongue gets its own nerve just for movement. Much better. And by the way, being able to cry tears, that's also controlled by cranial nerve number 7. So working with cranial nerve number 7 and some other cranial nerves can also be very beneficial for people who have dry eye, who have had chemo. Now we're going to work with some cranial nerves themselves. We're going to work with the otic ganglion and also the inferior salivatory ganglion. So Megan, what I want you to do is taste that big old juicy bowl of peaches. The spot behind the ear, there's quite a few nerves that I can access directly. And I feel the otic ganglion really lighting up with salivation. How's that feeling to you? Okay. Alrighty, Megan. I know you're starting to drift off to sleep. I have to make you get active again.
Sorry.
I know. It's so relaxing to have done. It's hard to stay
Mm-hmm.
awake. Alright, what I want you to do is press your tongue, the back of your tongue, up to your palate. Rub your tongue around on your palate. Again, that is activating the glossopharyngeal nerve. They're feeling way more active than they were the first time.
Good.
They're working better. And what I want you to do is taste something really, really bitter. And that's activating your inferior ganglion. Also, if you're feeling it in the back of your throat, really tasting that bitter as well. That's also catching the vagus sensory inferior nerve.
Lubricated, which is great.
All right, so mouth is doing better. So there is a whole lot going on right behind the ear. We've got your otic ganglion, glossopharyngeal ganglion, your inferior ganglion, and your vagus sensory superior and inferior. Let's work with vagus superior. We just finished inferior. Move your larynx. So la 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 la.
La 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 la. Probably not as vocally gifted as you'd like. La 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 la.
That's okay. Nobody's going for a Grammy here today.
La 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 la.
All right, I feel it. It's all lit up, which is good. That's really good. Submandibular ganglion. That's with cranial nerve number 7. So imagine salivating again. Let's activate those salivatory glands. Imagine them under your tongue, because this is your submandibular ganglion.
It worked.
It worked?
It did.
How's that feeling?
I just felt like a bunch of spit come up under my tongue.
Okay. Big old juicy bowl of Georgia peaches. Feel that right under your tongue. And feel saliva coming out at your cheeks. How's that feeling?
That's a big improvement.
Big improvement. Awesome. Oh man, everything just feels so much more active this time than it did last time. Last time everything was just stuck feeling. Congested feeling. I want you to taste something kind of sweet all along the front of your tongue. We're going to work the pterygopalatine, which is also comes off facial nucleus. It's part of the facial nerve. So what I want you to do is cry tears. Imagine your eyes watering. I know last time we did it a little bit and you were having a hard time getting your eyes to feel watering. How are they doing this time? Is it any easier?
They're a little more lubricated this time.
Okay. Yeah, think about your eyes just wanting to really tear up.
They're teary this time, but the yawn helped a little.
Well, last time yawning didn't help.
No, you're right.
It wasn't going to do anything like that.
Yeah, my mouth is a lot better too because the fan's on. I haven't even been able to have the fan on for a while. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a lot more fluid.
A lot more fluid?
Yeah.
Out of your eyes and your mouth?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we finished our treatment for today. And Megan, if you want to tell folks, how was that and how are you feeling now?
Good. I could definitely tell a difference in some of the exercises that you did the first time that didn't really work, and then today they were more active. I could tell there was more saliva, like kind of like coming out right then. And this is like the first time I've been able to lay on the table under a fan, especially. I haven't had dry mouth, so I haven't had to like stop and get water. It's a big deal.
Yeah, with the last treatment, we were having to stop. She was having to sit up. She was having to drink. Then she was coming back down. And this treatment, we've done the whole thing. No water.
No water. And my mouth sounds good. I think you could hear in the first video we made, you could hear my dry mouth. Like, it gets, like, sticky. Yeah. Like, and then you don't hear it today. So that's a big improvement.
Awesome. So my big request is that if you're watching this video and you know of somebody who is suffering from dry mouth and dry eye, maybe some other effects of chemo, I'm planning on doing some more videos on some of the work I'm doing with chemo effects in the future. But if you know of somebody who's been affected by chemo, please have them reach out to me. There is help available, and as you could see in this video, it's really relaxing and nice to have done.
Yeah. I almost fell asleep twice.
Yes, and you would have been more asleep if I hadn't had to have you be active
Yes.
with this. Unfortunately, with this particular therapy, I do have to have someone, actively try to cry tears or salivate like she was doing today.
Yeah.
And my other request is that if you are also watching this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, if you could subscribe to my channel there as well, it would be awesome. And of course, share this with somebody, because this is why we're making it, is to be able to get the word out, because we know that there are people out there who need help. Again, I'm Ellen with Advanced Massage Therapies. This is Megan Shea Rogers. And
You're seeing my best side. That's why we're willing to make this video, You're getting my best side here.
Getting your best side. Have a great day.